What if I told you that one chapter in the Bible reveals just how deeply misunderstood pain and suffering can be? Sometimes we think pain is a sign of weakness or failure, but what if it's actually a part of a much bigger story? Today, let's unlock the secrets of Job chapter 30, a chapter that speaks to anyone who's ever felt lost, alone, or abandoned in their struggles. In Job chapter 30, we witness a dramatic shift in Job's life. Job, once a respected and faithful servant of God, now finds himself at his absolute lowest point. He's not just facing physical pain, but also emotional and spiritual agony. The world he knew has turned upside down. Job remembers the days when people admired and respected him. He was a leader, someone others looked up to, but now, even the young men, those who once honored him, mock and ridicule him. The sting of rejection is sharp, especially when it comes from those you once helped. Job feels utterly rejected, not just by people, but by God himself. He's isolated, wrestling with questions that have no easy answers. It's a loneliness that goes beyond being physically alone. It's a spiritual and emotional isolation that many of us can relate to. He describes his pain in vivid detail. His body aches, his heart is heavy, and the laughter of those he once cared for now cuts deep. Imagine the heartbreak of being laughed at by those you once lifted up. Job's suffering is total, body, mind, and spirit. Verse by verse, Job pours out his confusion, frustration, and sorrow to God. He doesn't hold back. He's raw, honest, and vulnerable. He's searching for meaning in the midst of his pain, desperate for answers. He asks the questions we all wonder in our darkest moments. Why am I suffering like this? I lived righteously. Why does it feel like I'm being punished for doing what's right? Job's honesty is both courageous and relatable. In verse 20, Job cries out, "I cry unto thee, and thou dost not hear me." His words echo the cries of so many who feel unheard and unseen in their pain. It's a powerful reminder that even the most faithful can feel abandoned. Can you imagine feeling that alone? The silence can be deafening and the darkness overwhelming. Yet, Job's story doesn't end in despair. Here's the lesson. Job is completely honest with God about his pain, his doubts, and his confusion. He doesn't pretend to be okay. He doesn't hide his tears or his questions. Instead, he brings everything to God, trusting that God can handle it. Job shows us that it's not only okay but necessary to bring our struggles, even our doubts and anger, to God. We don't have to have it all together to come before him. God